What is up, beautiful bastards? It is the Black Lantern Brooklyn Vale. It is 10:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That means only one thing, that Jukebox Trivia is live. We have a very special match today. We have the Sandman, Sandy Robinson, taking on the Canadian Nightmare, Harley Borch, in what has been called a Canadian shootout. This has been one of the players, Harley, was looking for a match, and it was like, do I ever have the opponent for you? The unfortunate 0-2 Sandy Robinson, who has gone up against great opponents like Jeremy Adams, somebody who has been one of the higher competitors, and Russell Howell, who has also done well in his Jukebox career. Before I get to them, I have to introduce my co-host, the question writer. You would have last seen him contested for the belt himself. Just having an incredible performance, Matthew Rosa. How are you doing today, and how do you feel? How do you feel about these two competitors duking it out?
Just when I thought the wound had healed, you had to stab right back in there with a scalpel. Anyway, yeah, I'm good. I wrote this match earlier, and I'm feeling pretty good about the questions. I'm feeling pretty good about the competitors. I think this is going to be a nice, fun one. To get us ready for the slew of dance-off that is headed our way, and put one of these guys in a great position going into the next season.
Absolutely. Let's get into the minds of our competitors. We'll start off with the 1-1 Harley Borch, the Canadian Nightmare. Harley, it's been a long time since we've seen you in the not necessarily the jukebox ring, but just trivia in general. So, are you worried about any ring rust, and how do you feel going up against Andy?
Well, there could be some ring rust, but hell, it is the Canadian Thanksgiving, and you've got two Canadians going up. That was a month ago that we were supposed to have this match that Brooklyn told me about. But yeah, no, it's all fun. It's all fun. I'm here to have fun. It's music. I don't have to take myself too seriously. I respect music, but I'm not the biggest fan, so it's just gonna be. I'm just going into this just purely fun. Have some
Well, the first time that you said that, you ended up winning a triple threat against Malcolm and Dan. So we'll see how this sort of Sam Levine approach takes you. We'll introduce your challenger, your opponent today. You can find him on Full Metal Trivia, Rhyme and Reason, fellow member of Take Three, great guy all around. That is the Sandman, Sandy Robinson. Sandy, you are a busy man. You are a multitasker, to say the least. Are you worried that it will get in the way of your jukebox knowledge?
Yes. Yes, you know how much I love music, Brooklyn. I mean, I love listening to music. But do I pay attention to music as much as I used to when all I would do was like walk everywhere with my headphones on? Like I used miles upon miles of walking with nothing but music in my ears. No, I don't. And but I still love music, and I still think that I know a lot about music, but Harley's she's not playing around over there. She's got an axe to grind against the Sandman, and you know what? She's been hard at work editing for Full Metal Trivia. So I hope there's some ring rust, because that's my only hope at this point. So.
Alrighty, well, good luck, competitors, and we'll get right into it. Round one is going to work like this. For those of you who are new watching, there are eight questions. 4 of them are randomized, 4 of them are predetermined, as they gave us their strength categories that they'll be using round 1 and round 3. Each question, you'll have 15 seconds to write down your answer on your whiteboard, piece of paper, sandwich, or cap. We don't discriminate. We put your answers on. 15 seconds, you will speak as well as reveal your answer. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no deduction of points for correct answers, and there is no stealing. Keep in mind, competitors, that you do have 3 JTEs as well as a challenge. If you feel that a question is worded poorly or that an answer is incorrect, be sure to throw out that red challenge flag. And we will review accordingly. Any questions before we get started?
I think using the word JTE in our match favors Harley right away. So I'm calling shenanigans already. But no, I'm ready.
Alrighty, well, let's get right into it. I'll do the odds. Matt, if you want to take the evens, and we'll do question number 1, which is going to come in the category of modern music. What is the name of the current band that features Joe Jonas on lead vocals?
This is a a pretty all right band.
Yeah, they're like middle of the pack.
I mean, they've only put out one record so far, so maybe, you know, when they put out another one, which I'm sure is right around the corner, because I
Let's
think
hope
they're on
our
a
competitors.
multiple record deal.
Let's hope our competitors will listen to those club bangers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The pen's down. We're gonna start with Harley.
I went with the Jonas Brothers.
That is incorrect,
They are not
unfortunately.
current.
Sandy.
All right, so man, I know it, but I can't get it. Shit.
But don't. So close. We are looking for DNCE, or they might be called Dance.
It is DNCE.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was like the Weekend where they just took away an E but still called it the Weekend.
No. They do call themselves DNCE.
Oh, good.
All right. Well, here's to hoping for some cake by the ocean and a correct answer to this second question. All right. Question number 2. In the category of soundtracks, what Jim Henson film featured David Bowie as the Goblin King?
Oh, come on.
I mean, this is definitely the soft follow of round 1. We got to make sure our competitors get at least 1 point.
I wrote this for my dear friend Chloe Hemmelgarn because I asked, give me a soundtracks question, and she immediately said this. So, hi, Chloe.
The reason I love soundtracks.
4, 3, 2, 1. Sandy, what do you got?
Labyrinth.
That is correct. And Harley, what do you have?
I spelled it absolutely terribly, but I also went with Labyrinth. But
well, we will definitely accept that.
Yeah.
Geppetto strategy does.
Josh Tapia, the Colombian movie reviewer, applauds you.
All right, guys. Question number 3 is going to come in the category of supergroups. What supergroup features Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters and John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin?
I wrote this one for my dear friend Brooklyn Vale, who I know is a big fan of this group.
One of my favorite bands ever. I'm very sad that they only put out one album. I'm hoping that they make one soon. They don't got a lot of time, but
I think John Paul Jones is gonna be around for a while. Honestly, 3, I don't think he's going anywhere.
2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna start with Harley first.
I went with the super group I can think of, D12.
D12 is a hip hop group. That is incorrect.
Also not a super group.
No, Eminem is the only super one there.
Eminem isn't a super group, but it's not that.
So I know how my friend Brooklyn loves Canadian music, so I'm going to say that these guys crossed the border and named themselves the Hosers.
Not quite.
That is incorrect. We are looking for them Crooked Vultures.
What?
Yeah. All right. Question number 4. The dreaded Jukebox follow-up question, which doesn't bode well for you guys considering you missed the first one. What other notable artist was the lead singer for them Crooked Vultures?
Should we possibly make this a little bit easier?
If you want.
This person is also the lead singer of Queens of the Stone Age.
That didn't make it any easier. It looks like.
Well, we tried here at Jukebox Trivia. You know, we try to throw in hints whenever we need to. But
we won't be throwing out any more hints. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sandy, what do you got?
If you ever need a lead singer, Van Morrison is the way to go.
I don't think so. And Harley, what do you got?
I want Dave Grohl.
Nope. That would be Josh Homme.
Josh Homme.
All right,
guys.
into the strength questions.
We get into the strength questions the second half of round 2. We're going to start off with Sandy's first strength, which is the band Poison. Poison had one number 1 hit. Name it.
Do I have to write it down?
Yes.
Yes.
This is for both you and Harley.
Me and Lucas strategically tried to pick strengths that the other person wouldn't get, and then we proceeded to convert on each other's strengths, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down. Go to Harley first.
Poison. Don't drink it.
I mean, you are correct statement-wise, but that is also incorrect. Sandy.
Every rose has its thorn.
That is correct.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Question number 6. In the category of Against Me / Laura Jane Grace, what is the name of Laura Jane Grace's backing band for her solo project?
Oh,
Write it down.
Quite the name, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, to give a little more context, it is Laura Jane Grace and the blank.
Oh, okay.
If
It's what she's doing currently.
Yes. What is her current solo project? Just in case that was a little vague. And we're gonna go
Just like
with 5, 4,
back in like
3,
2008, she tried doing
2, 1. Sandy, what do you got?
Well, they're out of work, so the Revolution.
Oh, that's awful. And Charlie, what do you got?
Laura Jane Grace and the Devouring Mothers.
That
is correct.
The Devouring Mothers.
On tour right now if you're lucky enough to go see them.
Alrighty then. Question number 7 is going to come once again in Harley's strength of 2000s pop. What singer is the song 1-2 Step credited to? The club banger 1-2 Step.
Truly a classic.
Yes, when you think
That,
2000s pop.
That we initially had both written a question about. Which just makes no sense. Of all the things to write 2 questions about, 1-2 Step, not the first thing that comes to mind.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Harley first.
I went with the Jackson 5.
Nope. Sandy.
Yeah, I don't think I'm any more right, but I said DJ Deadmau5.
No.
I mean, that's closer, kind of. We're looking for
It's a fair guess.
looking for Ciara.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good old Sierra. See, the trick there was I thought maybe one of you would put Missy Misdemeanor Elliott, who is actually the featured artist on that song. All right. Question number 8, which will end the round. What metal band is currently led by Cardinal Copia? One of the best active metal bands working today, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
They're definitely up there.
I mean, I'm not well versed in metal, so you're speaking Smiths to me essentially.
You see, you need to sit down and listen to all 4 Smiths albums. You owe it to yourself. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sandy, what do you have?
I said Slipknot.
No, that's incorrect.
Death metal.
Harley, what do you have?
I went with Fozzy. I'm going to go see them on November 27th.
You know they're led by Chris Jericho. The correct answer.
Advertised that I'm going to go see them.
The correct answer is Ghost, or if you live in Canada, it is Ghost BC, because they decided to go by a different name in other regions. So there you go.
Alrighty. So coming out of round 1, we have a tie, 2-2. But because Harley has the 1 win, they are deemed the favorite. So how it's going to work is Harley, since you are in the lead, kind of, you will be picking one of the categories from side A or side B. Sandy, because you are technically behind, you get to pick either side A or side B.
I'm confused. What?
Just
So
pick
because
side A or side B.
Yeah, because you're behind, you get to pick side A or side B, and then whatever side you pick, Harley will get to pick first from the 4 categories that are corresponding to each side.
Okay.
I will pick side A.
All right,
All
side
right.
A. Harley, you will get to pick first from these four categories. Each category has 4 questions that are each worth up to 2 points. Though you do have the option of going to multiple choice, which puts down the value to 1 point. Stealing is involved, so competitors do keep your ears perked for your opponent's questions. Matt, would you like to reveal the categories from side A?
Sure. Side A is a fun little side that features Elephant Six, which was a collective from the 90s, Punk, Indie, or Nickelback.
Nickelback, you suck. I'm not picking you, even though I might have a chance with you. But it's just out of principle. Nickelback, you suck. World's worst band, but I'm going to take a chance with Punk.
All right.
I'm going to ask the questions for Harley in terms of impartiality because Sandy is a member of Take 3. So, alrighty. Oh, love this first question right out of the gate. For your first question, Harley, in the category of punk, what punk band featured members like Sid Vicious and Johnny Rotten?
Oh my God, Sex Pistols.
That is correct for 2 points.
Sid Vicious.
Your
The wrestler.
Your second question, bands like Pansy Division and Anti-Scrunty Faction are from what subgenre of punk?
Can I get multiple choice, please?
All right. Is it A, gay punk, B, LGBT core, C, love core, or D, queer core?
That's awesome that those are subgenres now, but I just for, I don't know, LGBT.
That is incorrect. Sandy, a chance for a 1 point steal. Your options are gay punk, LGBT core, love core, or queer core.
I'm going to go with the one that sounds the best. I'm going to say D, queer core.
That is correct for a 1 point steal.
Luca Hope Fallon Madden's favorite subgenre of punk. That's why I wrote that question.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
It's
and
your
awesome.
next question, guys. Question number 3 for Harley. Name the lead singer of Green Day.
Oh my God, I'm probably going to get massacred for this, but multiple choice. I should know.
Is it A, Greg Graffin? B, Billy Joel Armstrong? C, Jeff Rosenstock? Or D, Rivers Cuomo?
I'm pretty sure it's Billy Joel.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question in the category of punk. What band has released tracks such as Pretty Fly and The Kids Aren't Alright?
Really, one of my favorite bands from the '90s, The Offspring.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice job, Harl.
Thanks.
All right. Well, Harley's doing well in round 2 in her portion. She now has a total of 7 points. But Sandy was able to bank a 1 point steal, so he is currently behind by 4. But there is a potential of 8 points here, so we'll see how it goes. So the categories you have remaining, Sandy, are Elephant 6.
Yeah, I'll take Nickelback.
Nickelback. All right.
Just straight to the Nickelback. All right. Your first question in the category of Nickelback. Who is the lead singer of Nickelback?
Chad Kroeger.
That is correct for 2 points. Question number 2 in the category of Nickelback. What is the only Nickelback song to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100?
Shit. It's one of 2, but both of them, they're going to go. I'm just.
It's definitely one of 2. That's the reaction everyone I tested this question on had.
5.
Fuck. 4. Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, How You Remind Me, B, Photograph, C, Rockstar, or D, Someday?
Yeah, both the choices that I thought about were on that list. I knew that was going to happen. I am going to say, How You Remind Me.
And that's How You Remind Me that you discovered 1 point. That is correct. All right. Question number 3. What 2005 album was the band's bestseller?
Multiple choice, please.
Is that A, Silver Side Up, B, The Long Road, C, All the Right Reasons, or D, Dark Horse?
All the right reasons.
That is correct for 1 point to tie the game. And your final question in the category of Nickelback. The song Hero by Trad Kroger is on the soundtrack for what comic book movie?
That would be Spider-Man.
That is correct for 2 points.
Alrighty. Well, Sandy doing quite
He
well
just
there.
went
4 for
perfect
4.
on Nickelback.
4 for 4 on the Canadian band known as Nickelback. So the current score.
I love Nickelback.
Joined Caleb Coho and Jeff. So going into round 3, the score is 9-7 in favor of Sandy, which leads us into round 3. And round 3 is going to work like this. Sandy, since you are in the lead, you're going to pick 3 numbers between 1 and 10. Each number is corresponding with the predetermined category. 6 of them randomized. 4 of them predetermined from the strengths that we mentioned in round 1. Each number will signify to a point value. So your first number that you pick will be worth a 2-point question. The second number will be a 4-pointer, and the third one will be a 6-point question. So Sandy, pick 3 numbers between 1 and 10.
All right, my first number will be 7. My second number will be 2. And my final number will be 9.
7, 2, and 9. Odd, even, odd. Harley, can you please pick 3 numbers that are not 7, 2, and 9?
5, 8, 2.
5, 8, and 2. Before we go into round 3, I would like to say hi to the cool kids in the chat. So we have Zadius Smith, Cameron Holzman, that son of a bitch, Cody Newberry. Is
4-point game.
Yeah, sure, 4-point gate, whatever you like to say. 3 of them keeping it pretty active. Zadius playing along and doing pretty well. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'll continue to ask Harley's questions. Harley, this question is to tie it up with Sandy. And you pick number 5, which is going to come in the category your strength of 2000s pop.
Oh, damn it, wrong strength.
All right, and your 2-point question is, what female solo artist has singles including Womanizer, Work Bitch, and Gimme More?
Okay, Britney Spears. Thank
That is
God.
correct for 2 points. And we are now actually going to kick it over to Sandy for his 2-point question because it is tied.
All right,
Sandy picked number 7.
Yep, he did. So, in the category of Laura Jane Grace.
Oh, come on.
What was the first album Against Me released after Laura came out?
This Is Me.
No.
Hey, that's a good guess. It is Transgender Dysphoria Blues. All right.
No clue.
All right, so we
go to 2, correct?
No, we're going to go back to Harley since they're tied.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go to Harley for their 3-pointer. They picked number 8, which is the category of 80s. Your 4-point question, and Sandy is going to kill me because he's not getting this question. What Loverboy song opens with "Everyone's watching to see what you will do"?
You guys just picked each other's strengths.
I know.
Keep in mind, competitors, you do have 3 repeats.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a case of I know it when I hear it, but I don't know it. I don't know.
Any guess at all? Nothing. Sandy, you want to give us the answer?
Oh, the weekend.
Alrighty. So now
we go to number 2, correct?
Back to Sandy. Sandy
Okay.
for number 2.
All right. Category number 2 is the category of alternative rock. Your 4-point question. Who is the current lead guitarist of the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Current.
Yes, the current. It's going to be 5, 4, 3,
Repeat.
2. All right. Who is the current lead guitarist of the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
I don't know if he's the current one. I know he went back at some point, but I'm going to say Dave Navarro.
No, that is a great guess, but it is Josh Klinghoffer.
Gosh, Klinghoffer, shit. All right, yep, down. All right.
Back to Harley. This is a really heated match right now, you guys. This is
Oh,
shades of Sam Levine, Clark Wolf. You pick each other's strengths.
I might have wrote it down wrong. Harley, what number did you pick again for your 6?
Harley picked number 2 as well.
Okay, so we need to change that.
Okay, so you can pick a different number, Harley.
Okay.
My apologies.
That sucks too, because wasn't that my strength? So
No, it's just alt rock.
Oh,
It's not.
I was going to go with number 1, so let's go with number 1.
Okay, so number 1, number 1 is going to be the category of metal.
Okay.
What band released the formative metal concept album Operation Mindcrime in 1988?
Okay. Unfortunately, can you repeat that?
Absolutely, yeah. That'll be a free one, just because, yeah. Matthew,
I'm
unfortunately,
sorry.
just not. Yeah, that's right.
I'm so
So
sorry.
the question is, what band released the formative metal concept album Operation Mindcrime in 1988?
1988. The year, a great year. The year of my birth.
You have all 3 repeats.
Sandy knows it.
Let's go with another repeat.
All right, so that is your first of 3 repeats. What band released the formative metal concept album Operation Mindcrime in 1988?
I don't know. Probably way off. Black Sabbath.
That is incorrect.
It is in my top 25 albums of all time. Has one of my favorite songs. I Don't Believe in Love.
I don't believe in love.
It is the great album from the great lead singer Jeff Tate, Queensryche. You mother son of a monkey basket.
I love Queensryche, man. What a great band.
Empire's further up the list than Operation Mindcrime is. Empire is such a great album.
All right, so the next, it all comes down to this. If Sandy can bank the 6-pointer, he will win the game and finally get a win in this league. Your question will be asked by Mr. Matt Rosa.
Here we go. Your 6-pointer is in the category of classics. What short-lived band performed the American classic California Dreamin'?
Oh, I know this.
Keep in mind, Sandy, you do have 2 repeats left.
This is a tough one.
Four, three, 2, 1.
All
Okay,
right.
that'll be your second of 3 repeats.
What short-lived band performed the American classic California Dreamin'?
There's only one thing coming to mind, and it fits just because. Is it the Mamas and the Papas?
You bet it's the Mama and the Papa.
And your winner, Sandy, the Sandman Robinson. Wow.
It's the only thing. It was the short-lived part that really solidified it. It was because Mama Cass died. So.
Yeah. Wow. What a way to end that match. It started out to be low scoring, but Harley was able to tie things up in round 3, and then it was just a matter of if they could have number swapped. I imagine this would have been an exponentially higher scoring
This
game.
is one of the highest scoring matches we've ever had. If they had
because you could see it was like I'd ask Harley a question, and I knew Sandy knew the answer, and then you would ask Sandy's question, and like Harley knew the answers. So very quickly, I want to go to the winner, Sandy the Sandman Robinson. How do you feel? You are 1-2, but you finally have that win at Jukebox Trivia. How do you feel?
Yay! I feel good. I feel horrible that first round was so brutal. But you know what? Harley really pushed me in round 2. So I knew I had to pick a strength, and a lot of people don't know how big of a Nickelback fan I am. So I was so thankful that she left it there. And you know what? But those round 3 questions were tough, and but you're exactly right. If we'd have switched around and Harley had gotten mine and I'd have gotten Harley's, then it would have been a way different score in this match. But just happy to get a win. Just happy to get a win, and happy that next season I can get thrown into the Lions Den and feed somebody else. Yay!
All right. Well, congratulations, Sandy, and this could mount a comeback, but we'll have to see based on the schedule. We are going to go now to the unfortunate loser, Harley. Harley, although you had a pretty good round in round 2, like Punk, you did pretty good at Punk. Unfortunately, the rust did deem to be too much. How do you feel about your performance? And yeah, what do you think about just round 3?
Well, first with round 2, I'm pretty proud of my performance in round 2. Unfortunately for both of us, round 1 was a bit of a slow starter, but we both picked it up in round 2. And round 3 was definitely a nail biter. If only Sandy didn't get my other strength category. Yeah, come on, Dorothy Grace is a huge inspiration for me. So I love her. I love everything she does. So I know I'm just happy to have gone competed and had a chance to answer some against me Laura Jane Grace questions. So I'm happy with my performance. Like I could have done better. Yeah, whatever.
For someone who's always like, yeah, music isn't my thing. I'm not that great at music. Like 9 points is pretty good. That's not a performance to hang your head on, and I'm sure that we'll definitely see you, whether it be trivia, whether it be debates, whether it be a countdown. I'm sure you'll pop back sometime soon. But that is going to wrap it up. A nice little short and sweet episode of Jukebox Trivia. I want to thank the competitors and Matthew Rosa for coming on today. We'll go to the winner first, Sandy. Where can the Jukebox heroes of the world find you?
The good kids of the world can find me everywhere. I compete in multiplex entertainment. I compete in Full Metal Trivia in both the singles and the teams and the Geek League that we have. You can see me most often on Late Night with Take 3 with this gentleman hosting. You can also see me and my partner Matt Kearns hosting Rhyme and Reason, where we talk about everything that you guys should like but don't. And we got an awesome 2-parter. The first part is up now on our discussion on Star Trek. Wait for part 2 to drop next week, and then coming up after that, we got a great 2-part episode on our discussion of Star Wars. So check that out. Rhyme and Reason, Late Night with Take 3, Full Metal Trivia, Multiplex, Jukebox Trivia everywhere. Thanks so much.
All right. To our unfortunate loser today, Harley Borick, where can the Jukebox heroes of the world find you?
You can always find me over at Facebook under my name, Harley Borick. Full Metal Media, I still help out there with editing. Fortunately, my schedule's been a little more packed, so you haven't seen me on camera as much. But I still try to get as much editing done as I possibly can. But I know I'm all over the place. If you want to say hi. Just friend me on Facebook. I'll accept. And everyone continue being awesome. That's all I gotta say.
To my co-host today and head question writer Matthew Rosa, where can the Jukebox heroes of the world find you?
Well, you stole a little bit of my thunder there. You can find me right here as your head question writer on Jukebox Trivia. You can find me on a forthcoming episode of Notorious with Chance. I think that's the name of the show, or Notorious by Chance. I forget. You can find me on their Suicide Squad episode. You can find me on the Schmodown Trivia Schmodown, where I am one of your 4 lovely hosts. And you can find my song Better Half if you search On the Tip of Your Tongue on Spotify or where else you like to find your music. And you can find me on Twitter at OTOIT Music and all other social media platforms at On the Tip of Your Tongue. And you can find me and my band of merry losers doing our fun little tour if you live in the Nashville area called the Pay for Our College Tour. So there you go.
All right, and last but definitely not least, I'm the Black Lantern Brooklyn Vale. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at TheRealBK10, the number, not the words. You can also find me right here at Take 3 Productions, running not 1 but 2 shows. Thursdays, late night with Take 3, various topical podcast show where we cover various different topics. This Thursday, with Remembrance Day / Veterans Day being on Sunday, we are tackling favorite war movies. And you can also find me right here at Jukebox Trivia on Mondays. We do various various music trivia, debate, and countdowns. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the episode we did last week, which was the Queen playlist, which was super divisive and was definitely a flow of the show. There wasn't a lot of eliminations or anything or whatnot or arguments whatsoever. And yeah, be sure to check out the other great content on Take 3 Productions. We do reactions, reactor summits, Rhyme and Reason, the watch-alongs, also competing randomly in Multiplex and Full Metal. If you need a jobber, you can find me on Facebook, and I will job to your youthful talent. Yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to take on Sandy, be sure to join the Jukebox Trivia Facebook page, and we'll try to get you into a match as soon as we can. A bit of an announcement. Dance Off is going to be the primary focus from here on in until the end of the year. The goal is to have a Dance Off champion crowned at Snowball. So be sure to watch out for great contenders like Matthew Rosa, like Jessica Morgan, like Cody Newberry, like Malcolm Gaudier. Myself, I am hopping into the ring, and I am taking on that hacker who has ruined these great matches that we had. I will be taking them on and beating them viciously and violently. So for Sandy, for Mash, for Harley, I am the Black Lantern Brooklyn Vale. Cheers, guys, and as always, drive safely.